Are you looking for the perfect free fall date idea? We've got one you probably haven't tried, a library crawl.
Today we're going to visit 4 libraries across 80 miles in 4 hours.
So come along on our date as we spend some time together and visit some new libraries across central Illinois.
We promise we won't mind you being our third wheel.
Once we hit the road, we're going to travel north to Maroa, then Clinton. After that, we'll head west to Mount Pulaski, and finally, we'll end up in Lincoln. This is our 3rd year doing a library crawl, and it's honestly one of my favorite dates that we do each year. But we can't take credit for coming up with this idea on our own. Our local library system hosts a library crawl every October. But it's still a good date idea even if you don't have a library crawl in your area. And don't think you can't do a library crawl if you're unattached. You can do this with a friend or even by yourself because you don't need anyone else to read a book and have a good time. Now, why exactly is a library crawl the perfect fall date? Because books. Duh. Now, all jokes aside, it's really the perfect time to reconnect with your significant other, get cozy with a book or a magazine, and just hang out in the library. Now, I know lately libraries are getting kind of a bad rap because of our digital age. If you can get an ebook on your phone or listen to an audiobook on your way to work, why would you need to go to the library, right? But I assure you the library is way more than just books. Aside from the social services that many libraries offer, like food pantries, help with getting health insurance or doing your taxes, cooling and warming centers in extreme weather, or technology access for folks that might not have it otherwise, they also offer tons of programs and activities for the public. The Vespasian Warner Public Library in Clinton, Illinois even has a bearded dragon that kids can read books to. We also saw signs and flyers for many other programs and activities while we were visiting the different libraries in our area. 2 libraries had book sales going on while we were there. One had an advertisement for a teen crime-solving club, and another had vinyl album and record player rentals. There's really no shortage of fun and typically free things to do at your local library. There aren't any rules for what you do at each stop. You can decide to check out a book from each library you visit, have a challenge to find the best cozy reading nook in each location, or even do a scavenger hunt.
It really is just about spending time with each other, being each other's company, and having a good time together.
Let's talk about dating. It can be easy to fall into a rut when you've been in a relationship for a long time. We've been married for 8 years, so we know what that's like.
Liz and I have a lot of dates that are your normal dinner and drinks type date, which are great and we love. But she's also really good at coming up with unique date ideas. She'll find things in cities that are a little off the beaten path. I just wouldn't normally think of that we always have fun doing.
If you live in a smaller city like we do, it can be challenging to find things to do. And even if you live in a bigger city, you can get stuck in a rut of doing the same things over and over again. I take it as a fun challenge to find new and exciting things for us to do together. It keeps the relationship fun and fresh.
The library crawl is a great date because what's not to love about libraries? There's really something for everybody at the library, and I think there's a sense of community that comes with being at the library. In each community, their library is different, and it says something about each of those communities. And I don't know that you really realize that until you start going out and discovering the libraries. So I think that's probably my favorite thing about the library crawl and libraries in general is just that sense of community.
Thanks for joining us on our fall library crawl.
it just was a lot of fun to get out and explore the communities around where you live, discover some things you didn't know about the towns. A lot of fun.
We definitely hope this inspired you to give a library crawl a try in your area, and we hope it inspired you to keep looking for fun, out-of-the-box date ideas in your area. Sometimes the best days start with the simplest ideas. If you want more simple, cozy adventures like this one, stick around.